One morning, Suzy the Squirrel woke up and she was hungry. But there was a problem. Always before, she'd eaten Mommy's milk. But this morning she woke up and she thought to herself, I am a big squirrel now. I shouldn't eat baby squirrel milk. I should eat big squirrel food. But there was a problem. Suzy did not know what big squirrels ate. So she looked around and she saw a leaf, and she thought to herself, that looks delicious. And she went over and she took a big bite of leaf, and Suzy said, disgusting! Squirrels do not eat leaves. But she was so hungry. So she went down the tree and she saw a dandelion. And Suzy thought, that looks delicious. So she took a big bite of dandelion and she said, ew, disgusting. Squirrels do not eat dandelions. But she was so hungry. So she went looking farther and she saw a puppy dog eating puppy dog food. Being a very polite little squirrel, Suzy went up to her and said, excuse me, please, but I am very hungry. Could I have a bite of your puppy dog food? Of course, said the puppy dog, and she gave Suzy Squirrel a bite of puppy dog food. Suzy picked it up and thought, this looks delicious. And she took a big bite and said, ew, disgusting. Squirrels do not eat puppy dog food. But she was so hungry. So she went looking further, and she saw a little girl having a picnic. Suzy the Squirrel went up to her, and being a very polite little squirrel, she said, excuse me, but I am very hungry. Could I have some of your picnic food? Of course, said the little girl, and she gave Suzy part of a sandwich. Suzy thought it looked delicious, and she took a big bite, and she said, ew, disgusting. Squirrels do not eat sandwiches. And then she heard somebody laughing at her, and laughing, and she looked around, and she looked left, and she looked right, and she looked behind her, and finally she looked up, and there was a crow. And she was sitting in a tree, and she was laughing at Suzy. The crow said, oh, Suzy, squirrels do not eat sandwiches, and they do not eat puppy dog food. Squirrels do not eat dandelions, and they do not eat leaves. Squirrels eat nuts. And I see your mommy and daddy squirrel coming home right now, and their arms are full of nuts. Oh, thank you, said Suzy. And she ran past the little girl having a picnic, and she ran past the little puppy dog eating her food, and she ran past the dandelion and up the tree and past the leaves and to her nest. And there were Mommy and Daddy Squirrel. And they gave Suzy a nut. Suzy looked at it, and she sniffed it, and she thought, this looks delicious. And she took a big bite, and she said, delicious. And Suzy was so happy, and she ate, and she ate, and she ate all those nuts until she was full. And from then on, Suzy ate big squirrel food because she was a big girl squirrel. The end.